All right, Coach, just your initial opening thoughts on the game here today.
Well, I thought it was a very solid game for our team. For the most part, we still had a few mental lapses there. There was a penalty that Rechtenwald took in the second period where we were going to go on the power play, and that's a situation. Then when we went down 4-on-3, I thought guys did a terrific job killing tonight. And especially in comparison to last night, and the fact that they do have a very potent power play. And one of our things was to try to limit the amount of time in the box. So, we did have that one penalty that I was disappointed in, but other than that, what I was really happy with, though, I thought we played a great third period. That's how you drive home a win. We were up 4-1. I didn't think we laid back. I thought we continued to force the play. We got in the power play a number of times because of that, and I thought it was a very workmanlike win, and that's a really good sign because it's not easy to win. And sometimes going into a third period with a 4-1 lead, you let your foot off the gas. The game the momentum starts to shift, they score, and it's a whole new ball game. But that never happened. I thought the guys battled the entire third period, so I was really, really happy with the third period.
And then you had the tough loss to Michigan State last night, and then coming back to the win today. What was the mindset, kind of the message to the team coming off a tough loss like that and then to be able to turn around?
Well, we thought we had to be stronger on our sticks. I thought they were heavier on pucks last night than we were. They had the edge in one-on-one battles for it. And then also they were 3 for 6 last night, or maybe they were 3 for 5. I think it was 3 for 6 on the power play. So I know Coach Kaufman worked a little bit with the guys on the penalty kill, but more importantly, we wanted to limit the amount of power plays Michigan State had. But I do feel like our strength on stick and our compete for pucks was much better tonight.
And how do you think you did against that top line, that KHL line that Michigan State brings?
Yeah, that's a good line. They're a handful, and they've got a little bit of everything. They've got a lot of skill for sure, but they've got size and they're strong on their skates. And so we did not match up any particular line against them. But what we did is, it was. The guys kind of took it personally, I think, when they went up against them. I mean, obviously they're aware they're lined up against them, and I thought the guys dug deep. But we're not a team. Like, I really like the depth of our team. If you look at the scoring tonight, 4 different scorers. We've got good depth, and we've got a lot of different guys that can score goals. So I don't think we have to play a game where, this is the only line that can play against a certain line. I don't feel that way. I know it was a little avoidance on the D-core. I think Coach Kaufman was trying to match up with a little bit more veteran presence out there, or Cooper Zek against that line.
And then can you just kind of talk about the play of Roni Salmon-Kangas coming into this weekend and throughout the season so far?
Yeah, it was tough on Roni last night. I felt like it's the second time now he's had to go in when Cappy's gotten injured, and we're down 2-0, and it's a rink he'd never been in before. We didn't have a morning skate there, so next thing I know, it's a night where he's not scheduled to play, and Cappy comes up hurt, and it forces him in. And then their first opportunity they had last night was bang, bang right in front of the net. Tough way to go. But I thought he played well the rest of the game. And what I like about him, there's not a lot of drama. He's very clean around his net. He's calm with the puck. There's not a lot of rebounds that are left laying around there. I just think it's his cool demeanor and his handling of the crease maintenance. It's very good for the entire team.
Bob, it's a non-league win, but for you and the players, how special is it winning against Michigan State?
I think it is. I think it's more for the fans. I mean, we felt very confident coming into the weekend that we could do well. We did. We didn't feel like it was any different than a WCHA contest. But we realized for our fans, it's an in-state opponent, rival of ours, and for them, it's an important thing, because it is a Big Ten school. But in regards to the two hockey teams, I think there's a healthy dose of respect on both benches, and for us, it was just another opponent that we wanted to do well against.
Is it a non-league series that's going to continue?
Yeah, we've got it scheduled out into the future, and I know Coach Familak does our scheduling, and I know he's in contact with them and trying to continue to work out dates. We've got a conflict next year, I think. We're playing Miami, they're playing Miami, we're playing Michigan State, but somehow we can't get the dates to all work for all three of us. You got three different leagues schedules we're all dealing with, and we're trying to. That's half the battle is trying to find dates when everyone's off and we can fulfill these schedules. So, but right now they're on the schedule for next year, and we're in the GLI next year as well. So, good chance we'll meet them there.
In terms of offensive play, do you think the team plays differently in front of Simultaneous versus Captain?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I think the style we play is the style we play, and I don't think we play any different in front of one than the other. You got to realize, too, Cappy, his first two starts were against Western Michigan, and they were on a roll early, and they had a great weekend against us. So those were two tough games for Cappy to have to face. So, but no, I don't think there's much difference. You'd have to ask these guys here.
All right, Coach, and then finally, in the next few weeks, you got a couple tough, really league games heading up in your schedule. Can you just kind of talk about what you guys need to do to be successful in the coming weeks?
We do have our schedule in conference is going to be very difficult. We've got Michigan Tech; they're on a bit of a roll. They're a good team. Minnesota State. We've got some travel in there when we go to Minnesota State. When we go to Fairbanks, we play Northern near the end of the semester. So yeah, this is not going to be. There's not an easy weekend no matter what. But those are some pretty stiff conference foes.
Your big night for you here tonight. Can you just walk us through your first scoring play that you had there?
Yeah, I just kind of came off the bench and saw Zach Yoder coming down there against the wall, right corner, and I just shouting for the puck, and he put it right on my tip. So yeah, felt good.
And how good did it feel to get that first goal of the season finally?
No, it's awesome. I mean, being at a new school and everything like that, just to get that whole thing working, it's super nice for sure.
And you guys are playing against a tough Michigan State team. Can you just kind of talk about the team's mindset heading into the game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really happy about the game we played last night, but we thought we had a good third period in that game, so we're trying to take that with us as much as we could. And coming here today, we were all really focused, and I thought we did a really good job, coming into today's game.
Could you, you're a transfer from Boston. Could you kind of explain a little bit how your thoughts about coming to Ferris? What made you decide to come here, and how you feel about being at Ferris right now?
Yeah, so no, the big reason was that I was talking a little bit with Coach Famlak before choosing schools, and I had a really good conversation with him, and then I decided to go to BU right around Christmas, I think 3 years ago, but things didn't really turn out the way I wanted to, so that's really how it went. I talked to Coach Famlak, and here I am today.
What unique skills or things can you bring to this team on the ice as far as you're concerned?
Skate as much as possible, always have a high tempo, and hopefully be able to deliver some passes and maybe, like today, score some goals at least.
In terms of your overall performance for this weekend, is there anything you're looking to improve on?
Yeah, I mean, there's always things you can improve on, I believe, but yeah, the big thing is just to keep finishing all the checks and stuff like that. Things like that just brings energy to the team, and I thought today a lot of guys did it, but someone like myself could probably do a thing like that better. Yeah.
Liam, a big night for you as well. Can you also walk us through your scoring play that you had late in the game?
Yep. So it was in the second period. Nate Callan made a great play, forcing a turnover. He had the puck. He was coming along the right side, and we had an odd-man rush. Trevor Rechtenwald did a good job driving the net, and Nate found me in the slot, and I put it in.
All right, and then that's your third goal of the season. Can you just talk about how your offense has been working so well in the early stages of this season?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep things simple. I'm not trying to overcomplicate things. That just involves, shooting the puck when I can, and my teammates have done a good job of finding me and vice versa, so it's been going good so far.
And how was the atmosphere in the locker room after the big win here tonight?
It's awesome. We definitely wanted to bounce back from last night, and to do it the way we did, and finish the game with a really strong third period. It was really a really good feeling.
And then anything you need to work on personally for you heading into the Michigan Tech weekend next weekend?
I think it's just consistency. There's sometimes I maybe take a shift off, but it's just a matter of bringing that intensity, kind of like Oscar said, every shift, and that just brings energy to our team. And when we have 4 lines doing that, we're gonna be hard to stop.
Talk about your thoughts about being with the Ferris program. What led you here, as you recall, when you were being recruited, and what your feelings are about being here right now?
Yeah, kind of similar to Oscar. I was talking to a few schools before coming here, and I was talking to Coach Drew Famulak, and there was just something about it. I mean, I was even before being recruited. I've been to a couple camps here, and it's just the atmosphere. I could tell that it's kind of a hockey town, and I'm loving it here so far.